Hi, everyone. We all know that people make the event. So, how do you meet people at this year's all virtual Wisconsin Solo and Small Firm Conference? While we will have opportunities to video chat with other attendees during the conference, one easy way to start connecting with people and topics that matter to you is to use our Slack group. Hi, I'm Peter Kramer, Digital Communications Coordinator with the State Bar of Wisconsin, and I'm going to give you a very brief overview of Slack and why it will be the place to connect with other attendees at this year's Wisconsin Solo and Small Firm Conference. So what is Slack? Slack is a message-based platform that we've set up for this year's Wisconsin Solo and Small Firm Conference to really help you connect with attendees. Anyone who's familiar with a message board or a social media platform like Facebook should have no problem navigating Slack. So I'm going to give you a really quick overview of how to use it to make the most of your conference experience. So to start, you'll receive an email from the State Bar with an invitation link to our Slack group. Once you click on that link, it'll prompt you to log in and to create an account. Once you've done that, you go through the prompts. You should be able, it should open up Slack right away. And so I'm going to show my screen to show what you should be seeing. And so the first screen you'll see is our announcements page. Here you'll be able to see any recent announcements or official updates from the conference. You'll also see a welcome message with some general tips on how to get started. So this is the layout for Slack. Basically, it is on the main part of the page here are any messages to read, and along the left side is all of your navigation stuff. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a list of channels. And so what are channels? Well, channels are basically topics that you join in that may interest you. So this is the place where you'll meet attendees who practice maybe in the same area of law, who live and work in the same location, maybe have similar hobbies, etc. And we've created a list of channels that we think would be helpful, but feel free to create your own. To do that, all you have to do is hover over channels. And if you do that, you'll see a little plus button. If you click on that, it'll allow you to create your own channel. And so hopefully you'll do that and be able to broaden out what we've already done here. Anytime a channel has been bolded, it means that there are messages in that channel that you haven't yet read. So this is great because it'll save you time. You don't have to click into each one of these channels to see what people are writing. You'll only be notified when there's something in there that you haven't read. So here there's a channel that's called Introductions, which I would also say is probably the next best place to go. Once you get to the announcements page, go to Introductions and introduce yourself. Tell people who you are, what you do, what you're excited about, who you want to meet, the challenges you're facing. All of that stuff can go in Introductions. But as you see this get bolded, it'd be a great place where if you see somebody who's new to the group, welcome them and get a chance to get to know them. The other thing to notice about this is besides it being bolded, occasionally you'll see this little badge next to the channel. What that means is that somebody has mentioned you in that channel. So what does mention mean? Well, mention means that somebody really wanted you to see this message. So how do you do that? So anybody who uses Twitter will know that you use an @ sign to mention somebody. So that's the same thing in Slack. So if you're writing your message, you want somebody specific to know that you're writing about them or you want them to see it, you would type the @ sign. And then let's say you wanted to find Practice 411 advisor Chris Shattuck. So I can just start typing that in. And there he is. And I can click on him. And now when I type my message, he will get directly notified that I want him to see this. And it'll show up in his Slack login. So that's great for just being able to keep these conversations together and be able to notify people that you really want them to see something you're writing. So let's say you're having a great conversation with a person or a couple people, and you want to take it off of the more public channel to something that's a little more private, a little bit more intimate. The way to do that is to just scroll down on the left here until you see direct messages. And if you hover over that, you'll see that plus button again. And from here, you can add people to a specific private message that only those people will get and only those people will see. And it also keeps tabs on anybody that you've already messaged along the left side there. So Let's see. One last thing I feel like we should probably mention is if you're stuck, if you're having trouble of any kind, whether with Slack or with the conference in general, hopefully it doesn't happen, but we know those things happen. We've created a channel here called FAQs and Help Desk. Feel free to pop in there, shoot us a message, let us know that something's not working for you or you just need help. The other thing you can do is you can also use the help hashtag. So if you just start typing #help or #help, we'll get staff was State Bar staff would get notified that you need help, and we'll come and do what we can to assist you. That's a really brief overview of what is Slack and how you can use it to really connect with people at the Wisconsin Solo and Small Firm Conference. Uh, just want to take a quick second just to say thank you so much for coming. We really look forward to hosting you at this event, and we really want this tool to be something that you can use to really make the most of your conference experience. Have a great conference, have a great experience, and thanks so much for connecting.